Yeah, man. What's up, my man? Come on, man. G14, we in here. Let me get my guy up in here, man. Yeah, let me get the legendary up in here. Come on, man. Sip. There he is. There he is. There he is.
What's up with a real one?
What's up with Big Bruh, man?
Hey, playing my part, man, in this hateful world that we live in. You dig what I'm saying?
Straight up, straight up, straight up. You doing a great job as you always have, Big Bruh.
Right on, King. And I'm only doing, man, what I was taught. I didn't know all this would come together the way it's coming together now, but there was so many people that invested into my spirit
Right.
that now I understand what they was trying to do. But it
Mm-hmm.
took me a long time. You know what I mean? It's a bumpy road, ran into hella dead end roads, but now I'm still alive and able to give out the wisdom that I have now.
Right.
And it all comes with the spirit of love, though, King.
Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, Big
And,
Bruh.
and, and let me get your motherfucking flowers, though. You heard me? I swear to God, man, I love listening to you. You inspire, man. You're an inspiration because you be spitting real shit. You know
I
what I mean? You
appreciate
be
it.
spitting real shit, homie.
I
A real
appreciate it, Big
motherfucker
Bruh.
from the street can relate.
Right, right. I'm just trying, like you said, man. You put it so eloquently. The words that you used was just like perfect. You know what I'm talking about? I'm finally starting to see what they was trying to put into me, and all the knowledge and all that. You know what I'm saying? And all the insight. So now I'm trying to pass it forward. You know what I mean? And give it to my peoples, to my little brothers, my nephews, my comrades as much as possible. You know what I mean? Just trying to put something back in, big bro.
I will say this: you ain't trying, baby. You doing.
I
There's a
appreciate it.
difference.
I appreciate it.
And the way you do it is so eloquently, what you can comprehend.
Right.
You simplify it. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? And you put it in metaphors and you put it in ways, man, that anybody that's been through the struggle, man, can catch it, baby. And I've been catching your shit.
Man,
That's
I
why I'm honored,
appreciate
man, to
you.
be on your show.
Man, it's an honor to have you here, big brother. I appreciate the fact that you know what I mean. You took time out your day. I know you're a busy man, taking care of the family, serving the community. So I appreciate you so much for taking the time out. You know what I mean?
Never gonna be too busy, man, to deal with a real one. And
Ah, man,
every now and then I get caught up, but I'll let you know because communication and understanding is key for me.
it's
You dig what I'm
everything. It's
saying?
everything. It's everything. That's one of the big
Yeah,
things
it is.
that we got to learn, and we are learning. You know what I'm talking about as men, and that we leading by showing how that works. And like I said, I appreciate you so much, big bro.
Come on, man. You know that, man.
So
Iron sharpens iron. You
man,
dig what I'm saying?
I'm trying to sharpen mine. You know what I'm talking
Well,
about?
you sure is sharp, baby. You looking good. Look at you, looking crispy.
Oh man, I'm trying to be like my big dogs, man. But
Shit, look at you. You got all your teeth still and everything. Shit.
man, come on. Yeah, I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to hold it together, big bro. I got all my originals.
Ah,
Hey, so
yes, sir.
so what I do, I mean, you already know what I do, man. It's just about giving you your flowers and giving you your roses, but also bringing more light to your platform and to what you do, and picking your brain, getting some of the journey that people may not know. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
that's an extraordinary story to say the least. You know what I mean? But also inspiring, and just we appreciate you. I know I appreciate you, but we appreciate you, and you need to know that, big bro. I know other people tell you,
Thank
but you need to know that what you do don't go unnoticed for the last umpteenth years. You know what I'm saying? And you really need to be saluted. You know what I mean? And people need to understand what it took for you to get here, and it's just not what they see every day. It's a whole lot that came to this, and I want to know the story, so I know other people do too. You know?
you. Yes, sir.
So
I'm honored to share.
straight up. So where did you grow up, big bro?
So I'm born and raised in San Francisco, in the heart of the South of Market area, which is District 6,
Mm-hmm.
South of Market Tenderloin area,
Mm-hmm.
which is like Market Street area.
Okay.
But South of Market, I'm born and raised out here. I was born in Letterman's Hospital. I don't know if y'all know, Letterman's Hospital was the army base in San Francisco
Mm-hmm.
because my father was a military man, right? I'm Filipino,
Mm-hmm.
and my father was the first a master sergeant in a white man's army.
Okay.
And so when he joined the army, they stationed him in different places over the country. And when he came to San Francisco, they had an army base
Mm-hmm.
out there. You know where Presidio's at?
Yeah.
Over that way to under the Golden Gate Bridge area. They had a hospital there called Letterman's Hospital, and that's why I was actually born.
Okay. Okay. Letterman's. Okay. Did you have? Do you have siblings?
Yeah, there's 9 of us total.
Mm.
7 boys, 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the baby,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And we all look alike. All of us we brown skin and long ass hair.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm one of them youngsters that had a Jerry curl back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Feel me? I still got all my motherfucking hair.
Yeah.
You see it? Hey, what happened to your shit?
I'm holding on, big brother.
At least you got the teeth or the
Yeah.
goatee.
Hey.
And so yeah, there's 9 total of us, but I'm the baby.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So, what was the house? What was your household like growing up in San Francisco when you was growing up in your adolescent years?
So I mean, we wasn't rich, but
Mm-hmm.
we wasn't poor. My dad was a working man. He would get up early in the morning, and I would wonder why he always getting up, man, before the sun come up. And I used to be in my warm bed, and he would go out during the rain, but he was hustling to make sure he provided for his family. So
Mm-hmm.
we always had a roof over our head. We had food, in our, enough food for us to eat.
Yeah.
Um, we had a solid foundation, and it was in the neighborhood we grew up. It was mixed neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
blacks, Filipinos, Samoans, Latinos.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, and it was tough.
Right.
Well, pops was at work. We had to come out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there was a youth center, a community center in our neighborhood called Canning Kill.
What was it
It
called?
was on Canning Kill.
Okay.
Canning Kill. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was Canning Kill. And so there's a correlation there though,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's a correlation to where I'm at now. But anyway, just to go back then, it was I was born in 72, right? So I'm at halftime,
Okay.
right? I'm at halftime right now. And so in the 70s and early 80s, I used to go to this rec center called Canning Kill. That was on 8th and Atoma.
Mm-hmm.
8th and Atoma.
Okay. So, what profession was your dad in? What did he do for a living?
So my dad was, although he was in the army, he was an artist.
Okay. Okay. All right.
He was a hell of a painter,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't appreciate what he was doing when I was young, because I didn't totally comprehend at the time. I just knew like, damn, pops can draw,
Yeah.
and then I'll leave out the door and run
Yeah.
the streets. You
Right.
remember Fun Center?
Yeah. I was just
Yeah,
thinking. I
that's where
was
I
just
was at. I
looking.
was one of the Filipinos hanging at Fun Center.
I was just looking for some footage of Fun Center like 2 days ago, so I could do a little video about Fun Center and how it was fun, but it was treacherous and it was lethal and just all the different shit.
Bro, hey, Juwan, I got footage of Fun Center. You
Mhm.
remember the St. Francis movie theater?
Yeah.
Woolworths, Emporium. That's where I
Yeah.
used to be at all on Market Street, bro.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Talk to me.
You
Talk
remember
to
the
me, big
rides they
bro.
used to have on top of the Emporiums?
Yeah, I didn't get to partake, but I remember because my grandma used to work downtown, so I used to hear about that shit. That was a little bit before my time, but St. Francis Fun Center for sure. I participated.
And then you go right over there. They got Powell Street where they got the cable car,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you walk up a little bit. They had Blondie's Pizza.
Blondie's
You get
Pizza, yeah,
for $1.
yeah, and then the little and the little jury district right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Get your
That's
nugget
right.
earrings. Get your nugget
Come
earrings, man.
on, man.
You know
Get
what
your
I'm
little
talking
nuggets.
about?
Yeah.
What school?
Damn, those are the days, huh?
What schools did you go to, big bro?
So I went to the school in the neighborhood. It was called Bessie Carmichael,
Okay.
right? Which is still here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got kicked out at a young age. And then I went to Buena Vista, which is off of Petrillo Hill.
Okay.
And then I went to Patrick Henry. That's when I started going up in Petrillo Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up going from Patrick Henry to Petrillo Hill Middle School. And then when I got out of Petrillo Hill, I ended up going to Mission for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
Mission High School up there,
Yeah.
and then Balboa High School.
Okay. 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 Talk to me then. Talk to me. Um,
Yep.
what was your first car as a youngster? Do you remember, big bro?
Ooh. You mean the car that was actually mine or the
Yeah,
car
yeah,
that I
yeah.
stole?
The one that was actually yours.
Oh man, you gonna remember these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It was a 1988 Suzuki Samurai.
Your first car was the Suzuki Samurai?
I bought that shit cold cash, straight up from dope money.
Man.
You remember the Suzuki Summarized, right?
Do I? Come on. What?
Yeah, I had the green one, the teal green one with the phantom top and the big wheels
Yeah,
and the
talk
two
to me.
18-inch speakers.
Yeah.
That was me with the raccoon hat.
Yeah.
Only Filipino probably man in the city rocking one of those things.
Talk to him, big bro.
Roll,
Hey,
yep, rolling with all the brothers.
they wasn't there, big baby.
Come on, man, that was it. I'm telling you.
Talk
Yep,
to
motherfucker
me,
would be
big
in that
bro.
shit almost tilted over. You
Yeah.
dig what I'm saying? That was
So,
mine.
so were you would you say you was a square kid, an upstanding kid, or were you a kid that was mischievous or got in trouble?
I think I was a little bit of a lot of them.
Okay.
When I was in the house, I was squared up because if I would get out of line, my pops would whoop my ass.
Okay.
Remember, he was a master sergeant in the army,
Right.
and so he knew how to handle you.
Right.
But when I ran the streets, I was mischievous like a motherfucker.
Right.
I'd be all up and down Market Street,
Right.
up in Fun Center,
Yeah.
stringing the games, going up, sneaking in the movie theater at the St. Francis up and down,
Yeah.
and got caught up at a young age and I had my first gang, which I ran in the South of the Market at 12 years old, 11, 12 years old.
What was the name of it?
Skulls.
The Skulls.
Yeah.
This some
So it was,
history. This some history
man,
right
it
here.
was,
Talk to me.
yeah. So the skulls, it kind of like, you remember the movie The Warriors?
Yeah. For
The
sure.
Warriors that was New York, and then the movie The Wanderers.
Yeah.
When we was little, we used to watch that. So the kids from the South of Market downtown ended up clicking up with the kids from the Tenderloin.
Yeah.
And we became together, and we came with the name The Skulls. We had burgundy jackets with skulls on the back.
For real.
And walked through the alleys and thought we was the shit. Yeah.
I seen you talking to my guy from Death Row.
Oh yeah, Harry O.
Harry O. Yeah, I seen you talking to Harry O. And you were saying y'all was down together?
So I met Harry O in San Quentin, right? Matter of fact, here goes a picture right here. You see it?
I see it.
Yeah, that's Harry O. Right? That was in the 90s. I met him back then. And me and him became really good friends. In San Quentin, in the lower yard, I used to do shows.
Okay.
Right? I used to do big shows. I used to bring a lot of guests up. I brought up 40, Messi, Creech. I brought a lot of good talent up there.
Yeah.
And back then, he was a millionaire in prison.
Already,
right?
Yeah.
And he had the big bags, would take care of everybody, feed everybody. And me and him became real good friends. And to this day, me and Harry O was locked in.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And when he was pardoned by the president, I was in the process of trying to get the governor to get him out. And we was that close. And then before we was gonna make the move, President Trump picked him and pardoned him, and he got out.
Wow.
And now, man, Harry O, man, he's he's part of Death Row, and all connections he has, he connects them with my organization.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Love, man. He
That's
told me,
what's
he said, Rudy, when I get home, we gonna get a United Players, man, in every damn city, man. We gonna go get it even in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Guess what? We got Hawaii.
I think I seen some pictures of that. I seen that, big bro. I seen that. That's beautiful.
God is good.
That's, man, amazing, man. So what year did you start the United Players?
So United Players started in 1994, right? I got out in 93, right? I got busted. I started getting busted when I got that Jeep.
Yeah, okay.
Right? In 88.
Right. Start drawing that
I would be in
attention.
and out, you know how it goes.
How long was you
in a
down?
different
How
county.
long were you down?
So I would go in and out all the way from 88 to around 93, right? And the last time I was locked up, even though United Players started in 1994, I ended up violating in 97, right? And it wasn't a long violation. It was just an in and out because I had good friends then.
Yeah.
That was able to, like Willie Brown and them, because of the work I was doing, who would help me and assist me when I would get in trouble.
I got you.
because when I first started UP in 1994, right, I
Mm-hmm.
got hired as a gang prevention counselor
Mm-hmm.
at Burnham Heights Neighborhood Center, and that's in District 11.
Okay.
And so, if you know San Francisco, Balboa High School is in District 11,
Right.
right? And
Okay.
they asked me to go find all the Filipino gang members um, that was in District 11. I said, shit, I'm from Frisco. I know where they at. They're at Balboa.
Right.
So I went up to Bow in
Mm-hmm.
1994. Bow was off the hook.
Yes. Was
It
that
was a sideshow every day in front.
was that before the gate or after the gates?
Before the gate, before they
Okay.
reconstituted the school.
Right.
So they had that. Yeah, that gate didn't come up in probably till 1999 or 2000
Okay.
because it was so wild. Because remember at Bow back in '94, there was 3 schools in one.
Okay.
They had 3 schools in one, and it used to be off. It used to be off the hook.
All
Right.
right.
And so I had got with all the Filipino gang members, and during that time, the blacks and the Filipinos fought.
Okay.
And you know all the guys who was fighting damn near that was in the funk.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when I was there, I was able to get. I don't know if you remember Andre Alexander. He was the coach of the football team.
You know, I went to
Andre Alexander.
I went to Bal for my last 2 years. So the early years I
What year was
wasn't.
that?
Huh?
What year was that?
97, 98.
Oh, he was on still then. So you
Oh,
remember Andre? Remember Andre? You remember Big Ass Lake Tay, the Simone?
for sure. I remember Late Cowboy, Eagleson, Miss Henderson, for sure.
Eagleson. He said Eagles, so yeah. Hey,
Yeah, he
so
used to
so
keep
Lake
me
Tay
in
was
there.
my muscle.
Right.
See, Lake Tay was my muscle, right? And I
Straight
knew
up.
Lake Tay from the streets,
Right.
right?
Right.
He was from North Beach,
Yeah.
right?
Straight up.
And so I got with Andre Alexander. He was the coach of Balboa. He was from Hunters Point. He knew all the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I got all the Filipinos. Lake Tay came in the room as the muscle,
Mm-hmm.
and they was all willing to sit down and chop it up. It was
Yeah.
Damon Bodie, Marcus Bodie. It was Winters Patterson,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Marquette,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Alfonso, remember Alfonso? He
Yeah.
was locked up.
Yeah.
He was a part of the original United players, and so they sat in a room with all the Filipinos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ferdinand Payuma Jr. It was RPB cats.
Yeah.
And so anyway, they originally came up with the concept of United players.
Okay.
Dries Hollis, remember Dries Hollis?
That's my brother.
Lakeview?
That's my brother, Dries. You know that. Come on. He gonna see this. He gonna fall on the floor.
Hey man, Dries is actually the one who came up with United.
Is
He's
that
the one who
right?
said we was putting this shit on the board. We was putting it on the board in the room, blood. And we was like, this. They said, let's name this a club, because we started playing basketball, football together.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, what y'all want to name it? I gave the power to the people.
Okay.
And they was like, all right. And I remember Drake said United. So we put United. And in 94, you had all the Get Low players. You had 410, the Players Club.
Right.
Spelled Playaz.
Now.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we put players, and look, the motherfucker's still here, homie.
Damn.
28 years later, Dewan, look.
Wow, big bruh.
I'm finna show you some shit that's gonna fuck your mind up, right? So look, check this out, King. You know most of these cats right here.
Do I? Jarvis LaRue Baker. Starville. Man.
Look, I got them all here on my wall, bro. This is my center now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I honor everybody, man, who was with United players. Look, I got them all up here. They go Jeff.
Damn.
Right? Look, they go Michael Brown.
Mike Brown. Mr. Brown.
Michael Brown. Remember the OG Mike Brown. Look, we got all of them up here. Look, Lakeview right here.
Josiah.
Man,
young Josiah. Man.
They go Maine right there.
Man.
Michael Hickman, he was from Lakeview.
Yeah.
Look at these are all the people that's been with us, man. I honor them in my center. This young brother we just lost right here.
Dex.
Soriano. Yeah. And look, this is my big homie right here. He did 28. He was a lifer from the neighborhood. Downtown Market Street.
I was gonna ask you, big bro, who was your mentor? Who was your mentor or mentors growing up?
I would say like my brothers.
Okay.
I had 6 older brothers.
Were they in the streets?
They taught me the game.
Were they in the streets too, or were they doing?
Yeah. So my oldest brother, his name is Filmo. They call him Slim.
Yeah.
Fimo Slim, got one eye. That's my oldest brother. He's the one who taught me, man, about the triple beam.
Okay.
You know, he's the one who taught me, man, you know, how to keep shit in Canito.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was in and out. My brother was in and out. And he taught me a lot. And then one of my other mentors is right here. Right here.
Now, salute,
You see this
salute,
guy right
King.
here?
Salute, King.
26 years behind them walls. This is Cesar Dumate.
What's up, bro?
Salute, 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 King.
My big homie, he has an identical twin brother named Julius. So Julius, and that's Cesar, Julius Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, right, was in prison, caught life sentences. His brother was the first one that caught a murder in whole California. That was the youngest in California.
Mm.
It's a Filipino dude. His name was Julius Dumate. He did 35 years. And then when he got out, he became a pastor.
Okay.
He became a pastor, bro. And now he runs the United Players chapter in the Philippines. This is him right here, bro. You can see it.
Okay.
See him right here?
Yeah.
That's him, that's me, and that's German. This is up in San Quentin.
Mm.
Y'all know Quentin, that's the hoe, right? But that's his identical twin brother, bro.
Wow.
And they ran one of the most notorious Filipino gangs that was in San Francisco during the 70s, called BNGs.
Okay.
And you know the history of Frisco, the 70s was probably worse than any era out here because there was more murders in San Francisco during that time than any era that you can rewind that we can remember. And the GTF, the Gang Task Force, was created behind Filipino gangs because they were so notorious. And so a lot of these dudes now, they did their time. A lot of them got out after doing 25, 35, even 40 years.
Yeah.
And now they're working in the community to get back. And we building, bro.
That's what's up, big bro. That's what it's about.
Yeah, God, hey, that's how you start the race is how you finish it.
Hey,
We still
man.
push.
That's what we
Like
promote.
a
That's
pregnant woman.
hey, if we ain't Heisman Trophy winners for that, you know what I'm talking about? We trying to promote that for sure. We the poster boys. I know we pushing for that, you know?
Well, I mean, you know, man, look at your history and your transition in life. You're so inspiring, brother. You make peace look fashionable. You
Right.
dig what I'm saying? And that's what we striving to. And that's what we striving and getting to. Because we've been doing this shit and we've been cracking, man, since the 80s.
Straight up.
You know what I mean?
Straight
And
up.
so we're really doing this in real life, man. 10 toes to the floor, boots to the ground.
All the time.
You know what I
For
mean?
real. Straight up.
And whether you believe it or not, man, I admire you, man, in real life.
Man, vice versa. I appreciate it so much, big bro. You know this. You know how life is. Everything is ups and downs. You know what I mean. But we push through, and you know certain words from certain people at certain times they mean the most, big bro. You know, this is one of those times for sure. I'm definitely honored. I'm definitely honored without a question. You know what I mean. I wouldn't have reached out if I wasn't. You know what I'm saying. Like I appreciate you so much. I can't even put it into words. You know what I'm saying. Man, but I don't want to get off track because I, you know what I mean. But how did your brothers and you guys in and out? How did that affect your parents and your pops? I know he was a military dude. I know he probably wanted great things for y'all. How did that affect y'all's relationship?
So, you know, Filipino parents, you know, we don't communicate. You know, our parents, you know, the way they show us love is they work, they put food on the table, and they'll discipline you when they have to. But we never communicate. Like I probably talked to you more within this last half hour than I did to my father about anything because you know I didn't know how to communicate with him.
Right.
Right. If anything, I was more fearful of him.
Right.
And so I knew my father knew. I know, you know, made my dad and my mom rest in peace. I knew they knew we was out there doing a lot of bullshit, but they wouldn't say nothing.
Okay.
And when I would go to jail and I was locked up and my dad, right, I started really going to jail after my father died. My dad died in 87. And I got my first adult case in 88.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
And prior to that, right, I went to juvenile once. And so even then, I know he felt embarrassed.
Wow.
Because I feel like I let him down. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, here I come to this country and work hard and bust my ass, and here I'm serving our country, and I taught you better. And here you is, man, making these choices.
Right.
And so I think I embarrassed them. I made them feel bad, and I regret that to this day.
Of course, of course, of course. But this the
Cause
thing.
my name is my dad's name.
Right.
My dad's name is Rudy too.
Wow.
Same thing, Rudy Corp. Watch this. Rudy Corpus is my father's name. Rudolph Corpus. I'm Rudolph Corpus Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And my son, Rudolph Corpus III.
Now.
And today my son just got out the feds. Just today.
Just today.
An hour and 30 minutes ago.
Man, look how God
Just
works.
touched down.
Look how God
Just touched
works,
down.
big bro.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I know one thing. I know Senior, he see this now, and you beyond making him proud. You beyond making the name amazing. You making the name, you know what I mean everything that he wanted it to mean and more. Even though you might have took your own route about it. You making him proud, big dog.
And you know what's so ironic is now that I'm older and I'm able to think maturely, I knew what my father was doing all this now.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was raising me to be a man. Before my father died, he worked so hard that when he died, he was able to still collect checks for my mom and pay the rent, even though he was gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so he took care of us, even though when he passed away in 87, we were still receiving mail because he worked so hard that the mail came in and was able to pay the rent.
Now.
And so now I know what he was building up for, to take care of all of us, even though when he would leave, because my dad died overnight. He didn't just die, like it took a month and he found out he was sick. He had a stroke. And then he went to the hospital and that was it. He died just right there.
Wow.
Feel me?
Yeah.
This is Randy right here.
How you doing, Randy?
man?
How you doing?
This project. He did 31, man. He did a life sentence. And now Randy runs our door at our building. This is our building door right here.
Man, salute, Randy, salute.
Thank you, brother.
And guess what? Randy's finna go to the Philippines.
And do the UP over there?
No, I'm gonna go spend Christmas and New Year's with my wife.
I know that. Hey, man, that's a beautiful thing, Randy.
And look, we got your gear waiting for you too, pimp.
Man, you
Look.
know I'm coming. You know I'm coming to get it, big bro. You know I'm coming to get it.
You ain't gotta come. Just give me your address. I'm finna send that shit to you.
Man, it's gonna be in your box before this is over with. You know what I'm talking about?
Look, check this out, Juan. Balboa High School students that all passed away.
Wow.
They go Jamal Truelove's brother, Daniel Truelove. Remember, he got killed
Do I?
in Hawaii.
Mm.
They go Daniel Powell, remember?
Man, young fresh.
Well, watch this. Remember Oliver? Oh, he got killed
Yeah, I remember
in
Oliver.
Valencia Gardens.
Mm.
You remember Shotty Young? Remember Shotty?
Hell yeah, Osceola.
Yep, that's Shotty. Matthew Bird, Elasa.
Man,
Look at
Matt
Marcus
Bird,
Stephens,
my
Dante
brother.
Wilson. These are all of our family members. Remember Armand Harvey?
Yes, sir.
Rock?
Big Boo.
Yep.
Big Bull.
Yep. Man, and it goes winners right here.
The legend.
DeMarco. Remember DeMarco ass?
Yeah.
Man, lost too many. I'm gonna show you something else. Watch this. So this is the building. Look, you can't see it because the light, but if
Yeah.
you look, that's Balboa High School.
Okay.
That's Balboa.
Now I
See?
see it just slow down. Now I see it. Yeah.
That's Balboa. And then right next to Balboa, I connected San Quentin State Panahuchi,
Now.
where the brothers was getting no coochie.
Now.
Look, these are all. I'm finna paint your ass in this motherfucking wall.
Man, I'm trying to earn my spot on the wall, big bro. I'm trying to earn my spot.
So
Your signal breaking up a little bit.
you want to see something, Manny?
Show it to me.
Look at the street. Look at the sign.
United Playaz Way. Talk to him, man.
Got a motherfucking street, homie.
Man, put the real ones on the map, man. Huh? They should have been
And
did
then you
it.
see the building behind me. Look, see this? We just bought this building right here, baby.
Man, come
Big baby,
on,
we just bought this
man.
building right here.
We buying the block back. That's
This
what you
our
told
building.
me. We buying the block back.
We own it, and we own the property, man. We own the land. If we gonna bang, let's bang for a cause.
There you
This is
go.
not bang if a motherfucker don't own shit over here.
Right.
This is for the people right here.
Now, talk to
This is
me.
for literacy. This is for reentry. This is for restorative justice. This for everybody, man, who needs some services and resources for our people. Look, that's CeeLo from the hood.
Now,
How you doing? And look,
salute,
drill
champ,
man right
salute.
here from the elementary to the penitentiary. Yes,
Now,
true story. All right, big bro. Yep. And so we
you breaking up a little bit, big bro. Your signal.
Did you got me?
It's coming back in. Your signal coming back in.
Okay.
I
There you
just
go. There you
want to
go.
say, look, we got the kids right here. Here goes King.
Young king, young
Hi, King.
champion.
Hey, what's up?
What's up,
That's Young
champ?
King. How long you been with UP? Yeah, how long you been with United Players now?
13 years?
13 years. How old are you now?
14? I mean, no, not 14, 50.
50. He was with us since he was 2, though.
Young
Juan?
man.
Yeah.
Straight up, big bro. So how
So this is
important,
what we doing now, loved one.
big bro, how important is collaboration and activism?
Collaboration is super important if you're connecting with organizations and people who are like-minded like you,
Okay, okay. Elaborate
right?
on elaborate on
You
that.
don't want, it's like a relationship. It's
Yeah.
like a relationship. You don't want to get with a partner that you're not compatible with.
Okay.
You got to make sure that the people that you partner up and you collaborate with, their mission is aligned with your mission.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because not all relationships are meant to be.
I got you. I got you. As you talk about buying back the block, how important is economics in our communities?
I mean, economics, man, plays a big role, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have the right economical capacity,
Mm-hmm.
right,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for you to make decisions on your own.
Okay.
I like to be self-sufficient. You dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not and most definitely, I'm a whole city officials accountable.
Right.
But I'm a hustler, just like you. I'm from Frisco, like you.
Straight up.
Right?
Straight up.
It's in my heart. I'm an independent hustler.
Straight
I
up.
know how to get mine, bro. And I don't do it for me. I do it for the people
Now.
and for my people's people, because you guys are all my people.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? I destroy so much shit. It's my turn now to be a stakeholder to make sure that we get economical growth and economical power for our people.
Right.
Because this system is not meant for us to come up.
Straight up.
It's for us to learn and educate and build their historical empire. But no, we have to make sure we take care of ours and our people.
Now.
My motto is it takes the hood to save the hood.
Straight
and
up.
all that means is for us to take care of us
Now.
first.
Right. Right. Straight
You know
like
that
that.
line, every true player know the first law of nature, self-preservation. In
Straight
other
like
words,
that.
man, we got to take care of us.
Man. Okay. Talk to him, big bro. That's what's up, man. Do you, in this long journey with all the ups and downs, losing these babies, losing these young men, do you ever feel discouraged? Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
All the time, baby. And I'm gonna tell you, man, something that's ironic. The last month and a half, we buried 3 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And two out of the 3 were under the age of 25, right? Those are the things that discourage me the most. To sometimes say, man, I'm gonna tap out. But at the same time, when I see a kid in a box, it's the shit that keeps me going, blood.
Right.
You know, I'm like, I don't want to see nobody else have to go through that heartache and that pain.
Right.
Because when you hear a mother cry or a dad cry for their kid,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, that's a many-ass cry.
And I think, what some of the when we in the mix, we don't realize. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes we try to equate the pain to think that our mother, our sister, our daughter, her tears or her pain is more heavy or more, you know what I mean, relevant than this mother or this sister or this daughter's pain. You know what I mean? And it's both the same. When you eliminate the players in it, when you eliminate the ones who doing the work, when you eliminate the ones who get knocked down, the ones who left in pain, it's the same. It's the same pain. It's the same sleepless nights. You know what I mean? And that's what really left with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get to leave and go to another place if we get killed. We get to live with the bravado of being somebody who's supposed to be a hitter or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But our mamas, our little sisters, and these people, you know what I mean? And once we realize that if I put this pain on this mama, this sister, or whatever, that same pain is somehow gonna fall back on my mother, my sister, my auntie. You know what I'm saying? They ain't, you know?
And man, that's why, man, like I was saying at the beginning, man, we live in a world of hate. And it's unfortunate, and I'm gonna get spiritual on you, bro,
Mm-hmm.
that this world, to me, the devil has a hold on a whole lot of people in our spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And when the devil, man, his whole job is to kill, steal, and destroy.
Right.
Right. And so when we start knowing the only armor that we have to protect us from him, who's been a hater for thousands of years, is God, and you're not seeking God and you're not putting him first,
Right.
you're going to run into so many potholes and obstacles, bro.
Every
and it's
time.
only going to get worse. And I learned in my time, man, the only thing that gets me through a lot of the pain and through the rain and it gets me through it is I had to believe in something that was higher than me.
Right.
And I was able to find Jesus Christ, man, my Lord and Savior.
Man.
Right? A lot of people found it in different ways, but that's how I found it.
There you go. Speak to your
and
truth.
I honor that.
Yeah, straight up, big bro. And I think people forget that that's what it's supposed to be about. However you find that peace, and we come together once we find that peace, it don't matter how we got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They use so many things to divide us, or it don't matter if it was Jesus Christ or Allah or whatever, long as that person found that peace and that space where we trying to bring each other together, that's what mattered the most. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that
100%.
and
100%.
they try to use, you know what I'm saying? Long as I want you to find it how you can find it. But once you find it, help me find it how I can find it. And once we get there, we're gonna bring this together. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta speak your truth. And once people realize you gotta find something to motivate you. You gotta find something to hold yourself accountable. Something that's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you said you hit the nail on the coffin again is, how was it when you come in and you collaborate?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, man. We got to collaborate
Right.
with like-minded people. Your association determines your destination.
There you
If
go.
you can hang around 3 broke motherfuckers, you're gonna be the 4th broke motherfucker.
Straight up.
If you hang around 2, 3 haters, you're gonna be a hater too.
Straight up.
Right?
Straight up.
And so if you find like-minded people who want to live and want to do better for themselves and trying to get the bag,
yeah,
trust me, man, you're more inclined to get there than if you're hanging around, associations, man, that are headed for a whole different direction.
Right.
And I want to head up.
Straight up.
Hey, look, I want to go up.
Straight up. And
straight up.
And then too, you got those unknown things, that unknown pressure. When you, like you said, when you're around the wrong environment, you don't know how much pressure, how much you're being fed, and how much your information and your ideas is not your own. You know what I'm saying? You're so consumed by the crowd and by the masses and by what you around every day that you don't even know, man. This ain't even your thoughts no more. That ain't even you thinking. That ain't even how you talk. You know what I'm saying? You lose yourself.
Hey, don't put a pill in your mouth.
Come on.
Or don't take, or don't, or you feel me? And
straight
that
up,
process go.
Straight up.
Or you get a drink that
Come on.
you can't handle.
Straight up.
Man, them drinks are spirits.
Straight up.
You ever see the liquor store where it says beer, wine, and spirits?
Now.
Spirits that's that Henny, it's that Ciroc.
Now.
And depending on your demon that you got in you, it's
right.
gonna turn up.
And bring it out. Straight up.
Woo!
Straight
shit.
up.
Some motherfuckers, when they drink, they get violent.
Now. Some people take that, like you said, some take that pill and get violent.
Man.
Some be lover boys, but some take that pill and want to turn up and want to, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Some may be a killer and a lover.
Man.
God damn, you better watch out if you got a girl, because you're going to kill that poop nanny. Yeah. Now, look. You know, it's Bay Area cats. We got a sense of humor.
Come
Don't
on,
trip.
man. You know hey,
The
listen,
audience out there. Hey, I love all y'all who's watching.
man. Salute to all my family. It's probably all your family and the loved ones. They know who Big Rudy is, and I see Uncle Rudy, Big Rudy, all the love, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, Jacob. I love y'all, man. You know me just being me. That's why my favorite cartoon though was Popeye the Sailor.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Because all he said is, "I am what I am, and I am what I am,
Now,
and that's all I am."
but you being you is what makes UP what it is. It's what makes it be able to be successful. We wouldn't we wouldn't gravitate towards you at Balboa with all these other people that we look at as authority figures or somebody that we can't trust. Everybody gravitated towards you. All the real ones recognized real. We knew it was safe and comfortable with Big Root. We know we could come to you. You know we could chop game with you. I know it was already established when I got there, but I knew once I got there, like UP is where I want to be. When I could be there, UP is where I need to be, and Rudy gonna make sure we good all the time. And he ain't never acting funny. He ain't changing up or switching up. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And man, that when you trying to make it through, when the establishment is already something you don't want to be at, when you already 5 seconds away from leaving class, and you about to go hit the gate, or you about to
Yeah.
run away, and you about to go bust a move or something, and go, and you see Rudy, it's like, man, I'm gonna stay for the rest of the day, or let me chop it up with Rudy, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? That shit go.
Hey, Juwan. Hey, that's real motherfucking talk. If I wasn't there, Cowboy was.
Man, hey, listen, you look. That's how I got kicked out. They chased me one day all the way to Balboa Park Station. Me and the guys, man, they was so tired of our shit, man. You know what I'm saying,
And no, I remember your ass. I remember
man?
your ass. Yeah, you was turned up.
The
You was
crazy
sharp.
part,
You was a player before you was a player.
but
You
the
dig what I'm
crazy
saying?
part, big bro, I went to private school all my life until I went to Bal. So I
Yeah.
went to Reardon, St. Emilius, and then when I got kicked out of there, and mom sent me when she finally let me go to public school. Oh man, that was it. You know what I'm saying? I was already acting a donkey, but that free reign,
Hey, look,
with
don't
all my
have me pull out
guys,
the yearbook on your ass.
man, I don't even think I
I
made
got
it in
all the
that joint.
yearbooks.
I don't think I made it in that joint. They
Uh,
kicked me out. Man, you got
yeah,
them
they we
too.
got we got we got. But man, look, I done took all they motherfucking books. All they uh look, I got all the yearbooks of the of Balboa.
Man,
I got pictures of everybody.
man. So, what do you think is the key, or some of the keys to the longevity of the program, big bro?
Um, well, I would say number one is moving with the spirit of love,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And love is not a soft word.
Mm,
It's about spelling love. The way I spell love is N-O. You
right.
gotta tell motherfucker no, right?
For real.
And being consistent, and just really paying attention and giving the power to the people.
Now.
But spirit of love, man, the power's always been in the people. It's never been about the politics or the paper. Juwan,
Right.
it's always been about the people. UP started from the people,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
From the youth at Balboa who was raging, who turned that energy into something productive,
Right.
right? And to this day, we got over, man, 300 kids that we serve.
Right.
And we always listen to what the kids want and what they want to do.
Yeah.
And so it goes all the way back. Like I told you, when I was in Candy Kip, they taught me and installed all those lessons to me when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know those were the lessons.
Right.
And now the same thing they taught me back then in the 70s, right? The
Mm-hmm.
late 70s, I use to this day that still work. But I just tune it up a little different
Right.
to keep it up to par with with 2022.
I got you. I got you. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing, man. So with all the great things that you've done with this program, big brother. I know at the beginning when you started it with a cause, but I'm pretty sure you had a vision for it. But I'm pretty sure some of the things you have accomplished, you wouldn't have never dreamed that you would have done. What are some of those things that have stood out throughout your journey from the program specifically?
I think, like having a United Player chapter on the other side of the world,
Okay.
see it to see it really active, right?
Mm-hmm.
And operating. This is something I thought of. If you see right here, this is our chapter in the Philippines, right?
Man. Wow.
United Players in the Philippines. This is my province in the Philippines, right?
Wow.
And have it in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
We got one in the South Bronx in New York, right? And we got them at different locations. And to see it manifest in the way it did, I never dreamed. I mean, I never thought about it. I just thought of it, but it actually happens. And I think putting God first and just letting God lead,
Mm-hmm.
it's not amazing when God does it, because it's a small thing to a giant when it comes to God.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? So these are some of the things. And then, all right, man, look, that's Nick's birthday today.
Big Nick, what up, champ? Happy birthday, champ.
Appreciate it, man.
He's one of our staff. I got 25 staff
Mm.
now. Everybody, man, got health care. Everybody got retirement plans. Everybody's eating. You feel me? Look, he got some food in his hand.
Hey, cheesecake.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats,
Everybody
champ.
eats over here.
We all eating, man.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
what's up.
all living and serving the community. You
Now.
know what I mean, baby? Baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And just you hit one of the powerful things is the economical growth, right?
Yeah.
It's really, man, learning how to financial literacy,
Mm-hmm.
learning it and living it and teaching it and giving it to our people.
Right. How many kids you think have come through the program over the years, big bro?
Oh man, I would say thousands,
Thousands.
thousands,
Thousands
thousands,
of young
thousands,
men. And young men
thousands,
and women.
thousands of men and women. Because even with my staff now, check this out. I got 25 staff. At least 8 of my staff who've been through the program when they was kids
Mm-hmm.
are staff now, and their kids are in our program.
Wow.
So we got generations.
Man, that's beautiful work right there, big bro.
From the neighborhood they grew up in too, though.
Yeah, that's legendary.
That's mania.
Man, talk to him.
God is good.
And,
God
and,
is
and
good.
to think, like you said, it's from something that was created by the young students that you let come together, that let them have a voice. The Dreeses, the Fonzes, the Winners, you know what I'm saying? The Marquettes, you know what I'm saying? All of these young men from all these different neighborhoods and different regions, you know what I mean? God bless the ones that ain't here. God bless the ones that's still fighting. But to think of what was created from your thoughts, you know what I mean? But with these young men or with these people and with these kids and with these children, and letting them dream and letting them see something that could be better than what they was experiencing. It's a beautiful thing to see that coming to fruition, especially how this is. You know what I'm saying, big bro?
Hey, let me tell you this, man. This is a part of your legacy also,
Right.
because you was a part of this.
Straight up.
You dig what I'm
I'm for
saying?
sure from
Whether
the
you
tree.
stick your foot in
I'm
the
for
door.
sure from that tree.
Come on, man, 100%. You, like I
Yeah.
said, you was a player before you was a player.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Come
And
on,
us
man.
players, we ain't doing nothing but something that's productive for our community now. Because all
Straight
them
up.
other players are played out. When
And
they built all them penitentiaries, man, they locked everybody up. You dig
look,
what I'm saying?
man, listen. If at first it was UP, now we just trying to keep it up. Let me make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
You know what I'm
See, come
saying?
on, man. There you go. Keep it lit.
Come on, keep it
Keep
up.
it up. Keep
Come
it up. See, they
on,
go UP again. Look, UP.
come on, man.
They
So
go
you
UP.
know this lineage of this tree, man. You know, it's
100.
undeniable, man. You know what I'm saying? Like very much so, big dog. You
God is
know,
good, baby.
man, he's
Because that's where he's
beautiful,
at. He
and
up
he's
there.
still and the crazy part, he's still working. That's the beautiful part about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
look, big bro, we got about they're gonna cut us off in about a minute and 30 seconds. Let them know about the chapters, let them know where to find you and all that good stuff.
Okay, hey, go to my Insta, BIGRUT 415. BIGRUT 415. That's Big Root 415. United Players have chapters in San Francisco. Our headquarters is 1038 Howard Street. In the South of Market, we're in 8 different schools, elementaries, middle schools, and high schools. We got a chapter in Hawaii. We got one in the South Bronx, South Bronx. We got one in the Philippines, right here. And then, our headquarters is in Frisco. And,
Yeah.
they want us to be in other locations and places like Stockton, Oakland. We're working on one in LA, bro.
Okay, talk to me. Anything
Man.
anything I can do to try to help facilitate, anything I can help with, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, big bro. You know I'm all
And
in.
you're doing it right now, though. You're doing it
Okay.
right now, family,
All
by
right.
promoting and putting us on and getting this information out there. And so what I would like to do, send me your information. I want to send you some gear
Okay.
so you can rock it out there. You dig
For,
what I'm saying?
for sure, for
And
sure.
and and I want to give a shout out to all the different hoods in San Francisco that was a part of this. The whole mission, the Excelsior, Sunnydale, Hunters Point, Churro Hill, VG's, right? Churro Hill, Double Rock. All these neighborhoods and communities, the
Right.
Tenderloin, the South of Market, was a part of the fabric of the United Players. It was always built on the backs of the people.
Lakeview, I can't let you. North Beach,
Lakeview.
Diamond Heights, we go.
Well, shit, hey, you know who worked for me now, right? You know Brandon Jackson?
Uh-uh.
B. You know Brandon. He worked for me. He's from Lakeview.
Yeah.
You know who was calling me while I was on the phone with you?
Who?
I'm gonna call him Waselsky.
Sell, my
Yeah, I put
God.
Waselsky, Ballhead Rick, all them, man. You know, they all United players now.
Man,
You
that's
know,
my brothers, man, my big brothers.
your man, those man, they making good moves. You know what I mean? And shouts out to all them good brothers, right? For having a good heart. We always had good hearts, but a lot of us was misguided.
There you
So we
go.
was put back on track. And our
Straight up.
job now and our responsibility is to get these youngsters and put them on the right track and guide them in the right direction and give them the information, that key ingredient information, and they got to take that with them. You dig what I'm saying?
Straight up. I
There it is.
appreciate you, big bro, man. We're gonna do this again. I'm doing these rounds. I'm getting my momentum up and trying to, just trying to get get the people that I think you understand me can really inspire, people who I look up to, who I'm motivated by. So we're gonna do this again. We're gonna double back and keep getting the progress and keep, you know what I mean, like you said, leading with love, big bro.
Hey man, I swear to God, man, I love you like a fat kid love cake. And
Man,
look
what
here, man, you
man,
doing your thing. For you being that
undeniable.
Balboa back in those days, and you still look the way you look. Come on, sexy
Man,
bald head. Look at you,
man,
sexy bald head.
big bro. Hey, I love
Looking
you,
good
big
though,
bro.
baby. 100.
Straight up, I
You know what I
love you,
mean?
man.
I love you right back, King.
All right, keep it up.
For life.